How to design like an African with This Is Us Nigeria, a sustainable African design and manufacturing company. Brought to you by Lagos Fashion Week for Woven Threads. To design like an African, you need to design for a long time. This means designing things to last a long time, but also, quite literally, it means you need to design for a long time. Why, you may ask? Well, for one, good things come to those who wait. And two, design isn't just one seamless bridge you jump across. Think of it more like a staircase made up of different size stairs. And if you don't climb carefully, you could fall. Maybe even break something. We don't want that. So, here's how we stay safe in design. 1. State your intent. 2. Find something beautiful to create with. And 3. Use capabilities around you to transform the beauty you found into a creation that suits your intent. To design like an African, we suggest you go through these 3 simple yet significant design stages using a long time approach. But don't worry, don't fret. We will take you through the steps in more detail. In stage 1, when creating your intent, think of what you want to create and ask yourself, why is it important to create it? To make it last, define one intent that serves more than one purpose. For example, instead of describing an intent that serves just you, make one that could serve someone like you, your best friend from uni, and even your new friend from the gym. Or maybe go bigger. Make one that includes a variety of people in your country, or maybe even Africa. For This Is Us, our intent is our mantra. We create value for our nation. So in addition to making beautiful clothes and using homegrown materials, we follow a long-time approach. We use the inputs we discover to build national pride. But don't rush now. Take your time. Stage 2. Take your time to find something beautiful. In this stage, we ask lots and lots and lots of questions. Who, what, where, and why? Most importantly, ask how long. For how many years or decades or centuries has what you discovered been around? If it has existed for a long time, long enough to be appreciated by people in your African society, then it is probably timeless. It's probably decadent. So call a friend and tell them the good news because you've started in a great place. But don't stop there. Keep asking. Ask about its origin. Where does it come from? How has it changed over time? Who uses it? Who doesn't? Why do they continue to use it? For This Is Us, the beauty we found was cotton. Cotton has been grown and hand-woven here in Nigeria for centuries. And in the northern state of Katsina, there is a town called Funtua, where cotton has been factory processed into woven textiles since the 1970s. The history of cotton is so richly tied to the town that now, the local name for cotton is Funtua. Through our long-time process, we've also discovered indigo dyeing, a beautiful dyeing practice with origins stretching from India to Nigeria. A process that has been practiced in Kanu's old city since 1498. We had to ask a lot to find out about those stories. And you should keep asking too. Take your time, however. Don't rush. Stage 3. Create with capabilities around you. Start designing with what is already available to you. Use what is possible to make results that seem impossible. With attention and intention, value can be found anywhere. Make the time to dig out resources, talents, processes, techniques, other materials and tools that have been used by people in your local society long before you arrived on the scene. Because if something seems to have been around for a long time, it's probably here to stay for a long time. At least find out why. Make time to learn about these ways of being that have preceded you. Observe how they are used and co-create with them over and over again till you understand their essence and inevitably, their timelessness. For This Is Us, discovering capabilities with a long-time approach involves working with dyers in Kano, tailors in Lagos, screen printers in Shomolu, making these technical experts creative collaborators. Learning about capabilities also means committing to use materials that originate here and spending time to find them. In our case, we use the same cardboard paper that the Onward exercise books from our childhood are made of to construct our packaging. Also, we design with the aim of eliminating fasteners on our clothes because those aren't typically manufactured here in Nigeria. And in the same way, you too can decide to get rid of processes that may not fit the spirit of your brand. Just make sure to do it with care and attention to detail. Well, that's it really. To design like an African, spend a long time using as much beauty as you can find in Africa to design for Africa. Now you must remember to have fun along the way. Although we present the processes in steps, feel free to adjust it. Don't just move like you're going on a straight line. Think of each step like a different horse in a big carousel. You can get on and get off anyone at any time. And if you don't like horses, scrap that. You can also think of the process as a journey through the same forest of wonders where you can wander 1,000 times, and no matter how lost you get, you will never be wrong for trying. You will always only be closer to the product of your dreams, and we promise you will have the time of your life. Thanks for watching. Download our How to Design Like an African poster. Use it to guide your journey, and don't forget to share your design stories and learnings with us. Big, big love. This is us, Nigeria.